What's going on, everybody? Alex here, Alex V on YouTube. I recently picked up this SRAM X.5 9-speed front derailleur to replace the one that broke on my bike, and I found it on Amazon for 28 bucks. And I needed a front derailleur that has a specific specification. And I made it easier for you guys and provided the specs on the right hand side of the screen so that you can check it out and see if it fits for your bike. So let's go over the specs real quick. This fits a 9-speed chains, so if yours is a 10-speed, it probably won't work. This fits any crank that has 3 chain rings, so if you only have 2, that won't work as well. This is a low clamp mount style, so it comes with it fits both 31.8 millimeter and 34.9 millimeter tube sizes. So if you need the 31.8, you just have to use the shim that comes with it. This is a dual pole cable routing system, so it doesn't matter if your shift cables come from the top or bottom, both will work. And lastly, I found an unofficial stat on the teeth capacity, and it's a 22 teeth capacity, so you got to match that up with the size of the chain rings that are currently on your bike. So if it falls into 22 teeth, anywhere from 1 to 22, and then I think it'll work well for your needs. So that's the specifications, and if it fits your needs, let's move on to the unboxing. And in this clip, you can see that I'm actually struggling to get the box open one-handed. You know, trying to record in one hand and open up the package. It's not an easy thing to do.
2 hours later.
Alright, now that I got the front derailleur unboxed, this comes with like a little pamphlet that just says to go to on the SRAM site if you want the install guides or user guides, which is a lie. Taking a look at the front derailleur, it's pretty straightforward. It's aluminum design, as you can see here. The high and low bolts are easily labeled, so you won't get confused. And bringing it over to the back, as you can see, it's a low clamp design, and you can see the shim right there for the 31.8 millimeter. And what I have my finger on is where the shift cable will go to. I will get into more details later. And it's a pretty straightforward design, nothing crazy. And as you can see, the little plastic cork that's held down right there, that actually aids you in when you're trying to adjust the front derailleur, when you're pushing it back and forth. It keeps it set in place if you just stick it in between there. So, alright, so I got the SRAM X.5 9-speed front derailleur installed. It's pretty straightforward if you follow any of the front derailleur install guides on YouTube. And one thing to note is that the little piece of paper that comes with this front derailleur, it says to go on the SRAM website to go find the install guide or kind of manuals. But once I went onto that site, it didn't have it. So I'll put a link to the guides I found online below. One thing to note is that with the shift cable install, mine's a bottom pole, so it's coming from bottom obviously, but it goes up and it goes into this square bracket. And on the back side of that square bracket, it has some kind of groove where the cable will just fall into once you tighten the bolt. So it took me a while to figure out once I found that guide, but that's one thing to note here. And I'll cut to the footage of me shifting up and down. I just want to close out this video by saying the SRAM X5 9-speed front derailleur, it's a pretty good buy if you're looking for a front, kind of like a replacement front derailleur for your bike. Like I said, the specs were already explained previously, so if your bike fits those specs and you need a front derailleur that's no frills and it pretty much just works, then this is a great replacement for you. One thing to note is that I did some research online and I found out that you can mix and match Shimano and SRAM front derailleurs and the front shifters, so don't worry about having the same company for both the front shifters and the front derailleur. If you're talking about the front shifters and the rear derailleur, then those have to match from the shifters to the rear derailleur, but front derailleur to front shifter, it doesn't matter if you have SRAM or Shimano. So I just want to close out on that thought. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and if you got something out of it. So I'm gonna have more bike videos on my channel soon, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, this is Alex V from YouTube, and signing out. Peace.